cool. Okay.
Ladder 26. Exit 40B at 7006 South IH-45 freeway outbound, near Griggs Center. Keep at 534, M, Mike. Alpha Alpha, 10.
Oh, your cell phone? Over there. Over at Monday Hotel there.
Winston Street, number 3.
Hi, Corwin. I was saying hey to you earlier.
Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. This evening we're out here near the Baytown community at approximately 6:40 p.m. We know that there was a large group that was gathered in the lot behind me. We understand that they were gathered for a celebration of life. We're still trying to understand who it was for, but it was possibly for an adult male that had been that had passed away recently. So there was quite a large group out here, possibly about 50 individuals. All of a sudden, a vehicle that was traveling in the roadway behind me, heading towards Thompson, drove by the location and began opening fire into the crowd, striking numerous individuals, and the vehicle fled from the location. We don't know any information at this time on any suspects or anything like that. Several individuals either drove themselves or somebody else transported them to an area hospital. It's an understanding that at least 8 individuals sustained various injuries. We've been told that all sustained some type of gunshot wound. Of those, 1 was pronounced deceased at an area hospital. Another one has been taken by lifeflight in critical condition to another hospital. And then the other remaining ones are said to have non-critical injuries. We don't know the range of ages. We were told that 1 was possibly some type of young child that perhaps sustained a wound. So we're going to try to confirm that. So it's still very active. We have several moving parts. Our crime scene investigators and homicide investigators are en route out here. We're also told that at the nearby clinic where they went to, that a disturbance broke out there, so we needed some assistance from BAYTOWN PD and the Precinct 3 deputy constables. We want to thank them as well for stepping up and assisting us with everything we have going on right now. So it's been a very busy evening. So we're going to be out here. It's just we're just getting started with the scene investigation right now.
Can you say if this is gang related or not?
We don't know at this point. It's very early to know if it's any gang relation or not. All we know is that there were individuals here for a celebration of life. Like I said, right as they were releasing the balloons up in the air was when the vehicle came, and almost at that exact time is when they opened fire into a crowd. Again, there were about 50 people, we're told, that were gathered here, so it was a pretty large crowd. We don't know. Again, one's been pronounced deceased at the hospital, another one's critical.
We heard about the shooting at the Walgreens close to the hospital. Have you heard anything about retaliation shootings?
I haven't heard of any secondary shootings as a result of this. It's been a busy evening out here. We've, I think, had several other shootings that have occurred, but I don't know if there's any connection.
How many total shots were fired?
We were told a number of shots were fired. Someone estimated about 20 shots that they heard. We do have some firearms evidence here at the scene, but again, our crime scene units are just arriving to process the scene.
Sheriff, we're told there were multiple children. They were visible. They were out here playing in the inflatable that we see over there. What goes through your mind knowing that someone would open fire in a crowd full of children?
It's just awful. I mean, even just adults. I mean, it's just so dangerous, and those bullets don't have, eyes or anything, and so it just puts everybody at risk. Just from this situation right here, 8 people were injured, and possibly children. We still don't know. So it's a very scary situation what transpired here this evening.
They were here celebrating a vigil for another murder victim. What can you tell us about that victim?
We don't know. It's still very preliminary at this point. Initially, we were told it was possibly for a child. Later on, we received a little bit more information that it was perhaps for an adult male that had died recently, but we don't have any of that information. Our investigators, it's very early right now. Everything that I'm giving at this point is just very preliminary. Once the investigation gets going, we'll be able to provide more of an update.
Would you address the individuals that were arrested on scene just to clear that up?
I'm sorry?
The individuals that were arrested here on scene, there were some individuals, I think someone might have come into the crime scene.
No one's advised me about any arrest. I know we have a couple individuals that we're talking to. I don't know their connection to the scene, but no one has identified anyone as a suspect to the shooting or anything like that at this point.
And I was going to ask, where does the search stand for the suspect?
We're going to have to see what information we're gathering. Like I said, it was pretty chaotic between this initial scene and a lot of people that went to a clinic or hospital, and then a disturbance broke out there, and then possibly another type of disturbance either across the street or adjacent to that. So it's been a lot of moving parts, very chaotic. So we're just trying to gather information on possible suspects, a vehicle description. I haven't been given that yet, but Again, just very preliminary at this point.
Sheriff, a couple quick things. Number one, it's my understanding that there may be security camera video that actually caught the entire shooting.
I haven't been told of any footage that's been viewed as of yet, but that's always routine. We're going to canvass the area and ask that anybody that has information. There was a lot of people that are out here. Obviously, many may have already fled. Maybe they were afraid. We asked them to please give us a call or call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS if they know anything or have any information that may be useful.
And is there a reward presently for this? Or
There's always a standard reward of anybody that reports any information that will lead to the arrest and prosecution of an individual. Then a reward's always provided by Crime Stoppers if they deem that the tip was helpful. En español, pero sí, esta tarde estábamos como cerca de las 7 p.m. recibimos una llamada que hubieron disparos en esta escena. Habían aproximadamente 50 personas que estaban unidos en este local, estaban celebrando la vida de alguien que había fallecido hace tiempo. Entonces, en este momento sabemos que cuando estaban dejando ir unos globos, pasó un carro, comenzó a disparar hacia el grupo y después es cuando varias personas fueron baleadas. Ellos mismos se trasladaron al hospital. Uno falleció en el hospital y a otro los han trasladado a otro hospital ya en graves condiciones. Las otras personas están heridos, pero nadie más está grave en este momento que sabemos. Pero hay muchas cosas que están pasando porque en el hospital, cuando todos estaban unidos ahí, hubo otro como una bronca que también se desarrolló ahí en la clínica. También tuvimos que ayudarnos otras agencias, pero en este momento estamos en las partes iniciales de la investigación.
¿Qué se sabe de la persona que disparó o el carro que disparó?
No sabemos nada, no me han dado una descripción fija en este momento, solamente sabemos que iba el carro manejando por esta calle, la North Market Loop, llegando a la Thompson, disparó y después huyó del hogar. Entonces estamos en su búsqueda si alguien tiene información.
Dijiste que también había muchos niños aquí, incluyendo un niño o alguien joven fue balaceado.
Tal vez, no sé. Lo que mencioné es que me han dicho que también había posiblemente niños aquí. Tal vez uno de los heridos fue un niño o niña, no estoy seguro, pero es lo que dijeron, pero no lo hemos podido confirmar en este tiempo.
Y no se sabe de la persona el carro que disparó conocía a los que estaban aquí.
No sabemos, todo eso va a ser parte de la investigación.
¿Algo más?
Es todo en este momento. Thank you all. Appreciate it.